Can love and loyalty survive a world built on war? Or do they demand sacrifice beyond imagination? To understand Obito Uchiha, you must first understand the crushing weight of trauma that shaped every choice he made. As a child, Obito was full of boundless hope, fierce loyalty, and dreams of becoming a hero. He wanted to protect his friends, his village, and the ideals he believed in. He believed in teamwork, in bonds, and in the possibility that the world could be more than endless conflict. But the world he was born into offered no safety, only relentless war and betrayal. The shinobi system demanded sacrifice, and on the battlefield, innocence was a luxury few could afford. The defining moment of Obito's life was the death of Rin, the girl he loved. Witnessing her death was not merely a loss, it was a rupture of reality itself. The boy who had believed in hope, loyalty, and love vanished that day. In its place emerged a man fractured by grief, guilt, and the realization that the world did not reward virtue, it punished it. That trauma forced a choice: to remain in a reality defined by pain, or to escape into a world he could control. Guided by Madara Uchiha, he chose the latter. He donned a mask, both literal and symbolic, hiding not just his identity, but the vulnerability and humanity that had once defined him. The mask allowed Obito to reinvent himself. No longer the idealistic boy seeking to be a hero, he became a strategist, a manipulator, and a force capable of bending the world to his vision. His new identity was both a weapon and a prison. It granted him power and attachment, but it also severed him from the human connections he had once cherished. Trauma had reshaped his psychology. The boy who believed in bonds became a man who saw relationships as tools or obstacles, depending on their utility. His moral compass shifted. Empathy became calculated, love became leverage, and loyalty became conditional. Yet Obito was not without internal conflict. Memories of friendship, fleeting glimpses of his former ideals, and the lingering pain of loss occasionally pierced the mask. These moments created tension within him, a psychological battleground between who he had been and who he had become. This internal struggle made him terrifying and profoundly human. He was not purely evil. He was a product of circumstance, shaped by loss, by manipulation, and by a world that demanded impossibly high sacrifices. Obito's story forces us to confront difficult questions. When grief becomes ideology, what lines are we willing to cross? Can we reconcile love with revenge? And what happens when a broken heart becomes a blueprint for power? Obito's transformation also reveals a deeper philosophical truth about trauma and identity. He demonstrates that unresolved grief can redirect the course of a life, shaping ideology, morality, and even destiny. Every action he takes, the wars he instigates, the alliances he betrays, the illusions he creates, is a reflection of a mind shaped by repeated loss and disillusionment. His mask is a metaphor for the psychological defense mechanisms we all develop when reality becomes unbearable. Underneath it, however, is a soul yearning for the hope and innocence that was stolen from him. By examining Obito Uchiha, we see the delicate balance between vulnerability and control. We see how trauma can transform loyalty into manipulation, love into obsession, and ideals into justification for destruction. He embodies the human struggle of trying to protect what we care about in a world that constantly tests our limits. Obito teaches us that even the noblest intentions can be corrupted by grief, that identity can be rewritten by suffering, and that the line between heroism and villainy is often defined by circumstance and perspective. In the end, Obito Uchiha is not simply a villain or a tragic figure. He is a psychological case study of trauma, loss, and the human need to escape unbearable reality. His story challenges us to ask uncomfortable questions. Can morality survive in a broken world? Can hope endure when the people you love are taken from you? And what do we do when survival demands we become someone we never wanted to be? Obito's life is a testament to the power of loss, the consequences of escapism, and the enduring impact of trauma on identity and choice.